I'm back in the woods again. I'm looking for something, but I'm not sure what. Just needed to come out and thought I'd come out and look for something interesting. So, not really looking for anything in particular, just something interesting enough to make me want to pull my camera out of my backpack. So I'm going to wander around, see if anything catches my eye, see if anything wants to be photographed tonight. It's my lucky day. About 60 seconds ago I made that video saying I was going to look for something interesting, and I turned around the corner here in the woods and there's a great gray owl. He's really hard to see right there, but sitting down low on a tree. You see him right there? There you are. That bird is really hard to see. But somehow I was just walking along and I saw it from like 50 yards away in the deep forest. I just got lucky and happened to look exactly right at the bird. I don't know. I'll take that kind of luck. Oh, now I'm going to move around, try not to disturb it, and get my camera out and see what it's doing. Watch it for a while. Hopefully it's hunting and does some interesting stuff for me tonight. But I'm super stoked to have found that thing already. This is a good sign for the evening. Alright, so bird's still just chilling there, luckily. It's too hot for it to be really active yet, but I'm glad I found it before it gets dark and cools off. So now I can just kind of hang out with it here. Be nice to just hang out in the forest and be quiet and listen and watch. And then it should get more active as it starts to get a little darker and a little cooler. So I'm keeping an eye on it over here while I'm getting my stuff ready. And tonight I am shooting with a Nikon D4S on a Sigma 100 to 400 millimeter lens. This is only the second time I've used this lens, so it's it's still in a testing kind of phase for me. So the first time I took it out, it seemed really good, like really nice and sharp, wide open. Image stabilization is great for handheld shooting. I love the range, and it's light. So I'm going to test it out a little bit more, but my initial impression was that it worked really good. So tonight I'm going to test it out a little bit more, maybe get an opportunity for some flight shots to see how fast the autofocus is, maybe not, but it's great to come right out and find something, especially find my favorite thing out here, great gray owl, just like that. Some days you hike for miles and miles and hours, and some days you walk. I literally just walked straight to this owl. I'll take it. The light's real pretty in here. I've got really nice kind of forest filtered evening light coming in here. It's got real good potential. All these prickle bushes are like belly high, and they're going right through my hiking pants. So I'm gonna have itchy legs. Alright, so the bird moved to a really nice perch. It's a nice moss-covered stick with a decent background. The light's not super interesting, but the perch is definitely, that mossy trunk is really good, and it looks like it's hunting. So I might get a good opportunity here. this might be a mistake. I hope not. But I'm going to move my position around a little ways and try and line her up with the tree trunk. And I should get some of the mossy branch and then her blending in really nice with the tree trunk. Maybe. I'm not positive it'll work out like that, but it looks like if I go through these trees over here, I can look back at her this way and it might be a pretty cool shot. I'm gonna give it a shot. So she looked right at me and I got that shot. Very nice. So I'm glad I moved over here. It's not the greatest shot ever, but it's pretty good and it's really cool. It shows how well she blends in with the tree she's on. And I get that cool mossy branch. So I like it. I liked it better over there if she hunts. It'd be a nice takeoff shot from there, but this is a nice static perch. I like it. I have to confess, I just screwed up a really nice takeoff shot. The light was really nice. She was in the dark and it took off right into a shaft of light. So she lit up glowing and I was zoomed in too tight and not prepared for takeoff, so shame on me. It happens though. Maybe I'll get another opportunity. I hope. I'm still shooting with the 1:4 on the D4S. I'm shooting at ISO 1600, wide open, and -1 stop right now. Because as she's moving through the forest, these little like shafts of light, like that's hitting me, light her up really bright. So I want to make sure I underexpose it a bit so that those don't just turn totally white. And it seems to be working pretty good. If I see that something really good, like a nice flight shot is about to happen, I might double my ISO and try and get as close to 1,000, 1/1000th of a second as I can. But for the most part, it's working out great so far. So hopefully she keeps moving around and catches some food and gets on some more nice perches. This is fun. It's real gnarly in here. Lots of down trees and, you know, the growth is this tall. And it's like thistle bushes and up and down, and there's standing water and little swampy areas and stuff, so it's really hard to get around. She came in and landed right in front of me. She took off straight at me. She's on the ground. She missed the vole, but she's still trying to get it. She landed on this aspen tree 10 feet from me. The ravens are circling. Well, the sun is set. The sun is set, the ravens are circling, the owl just flew away. The ravens harassed it enough. Oof, it flew a long ways away. I think that's going to be it for the night. It was up high on a perch, and the ravens could see it, and they like go gang up on owls and harass them. So I have a feeling they harassed that owl right on out of here, because it took off and flew. I can only see about 50 yards into the forest here, but it was still flying when it went in the, you know, disappeared 50 yards in. So it probably went, I don't know how far it went, but there are like 8 ravens overhead chasing it now. So I can probably find it again. Just follow the ravens. But the sun's already gone down. I'm shooting at like ISO 3200 and 1/80th of a second, so it's already pretty dark and image quality is going to start to suffer. I had a great night already. I just came out on a whim for about an hour and a half I had before sunset. So now the sun went down, and in that hour and a half I had a great find. Walking right up and finding an owl right away in the woods is pretty awesome. And I got some decent stuff out of it. Nothing amazing, but it was fun watching it hunt and move to a couple of interesting perches. The light was decent in here, was kind of interesting. And overall it was great. I don't think I got any like portfolio shots. Well, I know I didn't, but I got some fun stuff. So had a great night. Another great night with the owls. I love it. In the woods. Beautiful July day. And the elk are bugling already. I don't know. They're getting crazy already. So could be an early fall maybe. I'm not sure what that means. Thanks for watching. Do it again.